Hello, my beautiful collective. I am the girl you can trust tarot, and I am here with a reading for the overall collective. My goal was to do predictions for each zodiac, but right now I am feeling in the overall collective right now that, well, I had a dream of the world card a few months ago, and I saw where, you know, we were going to be moving into this energy of how lower level energies and beings were using dark tactics to keep the collective stuck, to keep the collective in a cycle of fear, lack, and more continuously falling back into the sleep like state, a state of psychosis. There's a lot of propaganda that's, you know, creating a lot of fear. You know, when you want to get insight, well, this is what I want to say first and foremost, because I know I don't watch the news, but there is a lot going on in regards to things that are happening in Israel and Ukraine. But as light beings, or those who feel they've been called to, you know, just help the overall global community, Denver keeps coming out. It's so important for you to be very, very mindful about what you're allowing in your crown chakra, what you're watching, what you're absorbing in your ear and eye gates, because they're, you know, these overall energies no longer have the advantage because so many of us are waking up, you know. And so it's going to be very important for you to be very, very vigilant about and discerning about the information that you are consuming. Today is January 1st, 2024, according to the Gregorian calendar. Let's see what comes out. I'm using just a few of my own downloaded messages just to see. And the first card says, Indigo children, your crown chakra is not your energy. So there's an energy that's getting in your head that's using your weaknesses against you, using tactics of fear, cycles of struggle continuously to get you to fall back into this sleep state. So it's important for you to just kind of like not, you know, tune into what spirit is leading you to do. You're going to be focusing on generational opportunities, the next 100 years. It's like you are changing the narrative for so many. You're making such an impact. You're making such an impact. January 1st. So this message is to focus on the energies of the overall collective and what's to come in 2024. And so the number one is making sure that we protect our crown. You know, not allowing our weaknesses to manipulate and consume us. Ladies, it's going to require you to use your intuition and your logic. This card says use your brain, ladies. And I just believe that comes to, like, you know, just certain things when it comes to matters of the heart, games of the past. But let me see. Spirit. So for the overall collective in 2024, according to the messages, the downloaded messages that you've given to me, what will you have to say to the overall collective? What will you have to say to the overall collective? Please and thank you, Spirit. That you have inner strength. You have the inner strength. You have the inner strength for whatever is unfolding in the planet. You have the inner strength. You have the inner strength, and you could be Japanese, or you could live in Japan. You could live in Japan. And you have love on your side. So it's going to be very important for you to remember that you have an army of assistance that's divinely guiding you, divinely protecting you, that's always been with you. But something very significant about Japan, and he or she is undead. Someone keeps coming back. They're alive, so there could be someone that you're connected to and you feel like they're still alive. And you've been feeling like this for a while when it comes to your ideas. You've been feeling like this. And as I was pre-shuffling, I saw this too. So this could be someone in your family, but this says all in the family. So somebody gambled, but so I think more of what's going to be coming out, more things being exposed when it comes to things that's been going on in the family. Things that's been forbidden, you know, things that could possibly be triggering, something hidden around, I don't know, forbidden fruit, because it says forbidden fruit, heavy forbidden fruit. And these family members, so they could have gambled when it came to, I don't know, their values, when it comes to money, when it comes to generational things. It could be families, Fortune 500 companies, or Fortune 500 families. But this says Lake Tahoe, Las Vegas. But someone rolled the dice on something that was forbidden, or what you would call ethically forbidden. And there's just going to be a lot that's exposed in regards to this. And there's going to be stress relief is coming in, but there's going to be something major that happens with the Switzerland bank, or just things around the money. But the main thing is, you know, as high frequency beings, you know, we know to continue to, no matter what is happening in the media, whether it's propaganda or not, we know to continue to keep the vision concerning what we are, you know, believing for. Yeah, this is a trip. So this says family ties, confessions, traded you out. So there's going to be something centered around the family that was forbidden, something that was heavy forbidden. Maybe like these families were trading out their brothers and sisters. And you know what, guys, what's been so heavily standing out to me is the Cinderella story. And as we all know, the Cinderella story is particularly about a young person who faces tragic circumstances and ends up, living off the charity of others. But her fortune changes as she attracts the attention of someone who's well off, a nobleman. But she received a lot of cruelty from family members. And so when she's married off into this royalty, the family members get their reward for their cruelty. So there's something about family ties. There's something about confessions that's going to be happening in 2024. More of confessions. And I just want to believe, even if it's confessions and healing, an opportunity for forgiveness. But there's going to be a lot of exposure about family members trading loved ones out. And something about a reward for their cruelty. They're going to receive some sort of reward. So even though, there's going to be a lot of focus on forgiveness, when it comes to the family unit, there's still going to be some sort of reward for the cruelty that has been that's for these things that's being exposed when it comes to these family ties. And it could, this is saying NASA and Kennedy. Oh, that's too many cards. I wasn't about to take it, but this was on the top, right? But I'm thinking your last name could be Kennedy. Now, you could be born in 1968, 1966. This has a lot to do with the 60s era. 1966, 1968, 1969. But this is all about someone not exercising any discipline when it comes to just abusing others. And this person's name could be red, or they could like to wear the color red lipstick, red clothing. They could have Leo placements, or this person their name could be Leo, or Lions is very significant here. Something about space being very significant here. And there is a detox that's getting ready to take place. Dracula demons and detox. So a detox cleanse of demons in the air. There's going to be a cleanse in the air. Yeah, there's going to be a purge and a cleansing of these wolves, wolves in sheep clothing for 2024. Please and thank you, Spirit. What else will you have to say with these downloaded messages? Please and thank you, Spirit. And this could be something major when it comes to the 8th house, government, taxes, money, death. And I definitely have been seeing a lot. There's going to be some kind of purge take place. But I'm not saying this to scare anyone. I think the main thing is you getting a clear picture in your mind of what you're believing for. Also, just a lot of stuff getting ready to happen when it comes to the family units. But it says check everyone when it comes to the money. So this is someone who is very money motivated, money driven, money focused. That could have sold a loved one out that is going to be exposed, and you could have felt very torn. You could live in the Toronto area, or this person that you are connected to has some kind of connections to the Toronto area. And this has a lot to do with also, because this is the Two of Hearts, so this has a lot to do. This is like the Two of Cups in the original tarot. Oh, why is this card sticking out? What does it say? Yes. So there was something that you experienced that you thought was pure and genuine and true, but there's going to be a confession of something that was binding, or someone trying to bind the collective in these unlawful Two of Cups fake connections that were not genuine, that were illegal in the spiritual arena, okay? But God is saying, continue to believe in the miracles. Continue to believe in the miracles. You could have the first, middle, or last initials S. You could have the first, middle, or last initials S. But there's something very unique and genuine about you. You could have been born again. You could have a Chinese zodiac of a monkey. Your birthday could be on the 6th. You could be born again in 1968, 1980, 1992, 2004. And there's something very significant about the year 2028 and 2026. You're going to be very inspired this year, even though there are going to be quite a bit of challenges that show up. You could be seeing cobras. You could be seeing cobras. Let me see, because I felt like that was going to show up. So let me see what the cobra. And someone could like to call you a cougar, so maybe you date younger people. But you have a profound connection to goddess energy, particularly Isis. So you may want to study the characteristics of Isis, but expect an awakening and a heightening of your intuitive abilities that will serve you well when it comes to making decisions. So in 2024, expect another level of awakening to your intuitive abilities on another level, and it's going to kick in and kick start with you making decisions, especially when you're faced with an important choice. And then especially even right now, you may be faced with something very, very important. So be sure to strike when the time is right. Don't hesitate when your gut tells you it's time. Strike out, collective. And 2024 is going to be very imperative for you to be just tuned in. And a lot of times it comes off as if it's just like a knowing. You find yourself just being guided and led. But the Spirit of God is speaking to you through so many different channels. It's just so important for you to slow down and pay attention to the signs and the synchronicities. You may possibly be taking classes in Kundalini Yoga. And you're going to notice how much this is going to make a difference and an impact to how you feel. It's important for you to dance. If you're not into that kind of thing with yoga, turning on slow music and just allowing your body to flow. Allowing yourself to enjoy free form movement. But in 2024, it says, do not be blinded by the illusions perpetrated by others. Yes. Don't be blinded by the illusions perpetrated by others. So that is one of the necessary reasons for you to be so discerning and in tune with yourself, so that you can know when energies are trying to project illusions of chaos and fear, because the day before yesterday, I was just grieving. I was crying because I could see that there is a purge taking place. I could feel the fear of the collective, and just feeling as if there's going to be so much more of those who transition, but not sad because of, those passing on, because I understand that there is no death, there's only transition, right? Just how it was going to affect the overall collective. But it says you're about to go through some significant personal changes, so intense and dramatic that an old self-will, metaphorically, this is deep. These significant personal changes that you're about to experience, they're going to be so intense and dramatic that an old self-will, that you found yourself just doing things that you didn't want to do, if it's overly eating, if it's obsessively smoking, if it's drinking, if whatever it is, whether it's sex, whatever these things that you have been using to escape. In 2024, this old self will metaphorically die as your new self emerge. So there's a new self that's emerging from the collective in 2024. And you're going to have alert mental faculties. Your senses are going to be sharpened. New channels of awareness is going to be open and available to you in 2024. Mainly, the collective will be addressing and healing long-standing issues, one that has required a great deal of attention. So this is going back to things centered around how we've been programmed when it comes to our religious practices, how we connect in relationships, our family relationships, how we connect with money. Like, there's going to be a great deal that is required, a lot of attention that is required on our end in order for us to see things in a new light. But at the same time, collective, I just want to say that you will also be experiencing dramatic and unexpected physical or emotional healing very, very soon. There's going to be dramatic, unexpected physical or emotional healing very, very soon, coming from an unexpected source. So throughout your day, practice your breath work. Practice just being present, paying attention to how you're feeling. As you're moving throughout your day, you're going to become more aware of the energy that you're projecting, the energy that you are embodying. You're going to become so aware of it, because it's time for the collective to tap into that Christ-like anointing. The greater works shall you do, you know what I mean? The healing of the family unit all together, because we all are one. There is really no separation. That's been the illusion. But I'm going to move on to another aspect of the reading. Yeah, you're going to be releasing the scapegoating. And there's those who've been extorting your energy. Some of them are going to spiritual jail or physical jail. Okay, and some of you could be learning about different herbs, plants, or you could start a garden where you're going to be really, some of you guys could get a new cat or a goldfish. And you're going to be just setting times to pray. You could have, you could be from Colombia or Spain or Mexico. Let me see, it was that card that was sticking out. What does it say? your baby father or someone's that you were connected to could have been actually in the mafia. But something about don't settle when it comes to litigations. So you could have a court case that you're having, that you're going through right now. And someone realized that how they treated you, Divine Feminine, they haven't experienced any peace. You were the last of the last of the Mohegans. And this was a situation that you've outgrown. I'm not the same. You're not the same. Ships. This is about relationships. So this is someone, this could have been your baby mother or baby father that you've outgrown, that could have some kind of ties with the cartel. Someone could be born in 1994. Someone's name could be Sam. You could be seeing 3-3 a lot. Something about 1986 is very significant. And again, don't settle when you go to court. And these energies in 2024 are going to have to release. Because it's as if they've been obsessed with the energy. Yeah. They're going to spiritual jail or some physical jail for real. But it says hoes keep playing in your energy. You know your energy, evict them from your energy. So yeah, it's going to be very, very important for you to just allow your heart chakra to be open and taking a stand. Many of you are going to be taking a stand in 2024. You're getting ready to upgrade on an entirely different level. You could be seeing 1212. Something about frogs. You could be seeing rabbits. Your birthday could be in 1999. I'm telling you guys, 1975, 1952. You could be seeing 444. Believe in miracles. Believe in miracles. Your first, middle, or last initial could be C, or someone that you've been dealing with. Something about clocks, old keys. And investing in gold. And you could like to eat a lot of ice. You might need to really lay off the ice and find different things to help build up your iron. You could like a lot of pork. You could eat a lot of bacon as well. You may need to get your eyes checked, or you could be having laser surgery in 2024. Something about in God we trust. Spirit, is there anything else you would have to say to them before I close out? And there's going to be healing and connections that take place in this unified family of standards and values. So you could be, again, you're going to be releasing the no discipline. You're going to be releasing toxicity. And this person could have, like, whoever you were in a connection with, someone could have been named Red, like to go through your phone or something like that. The Spirit says it's time to ask for more. The Spirit says it's time to ask for more, and it's time for you to go public about something. It's time for you to go public about something. And let's see. It's time for you to go public about something. Let me see which cards. Let's see what the runes say. protected. You are divinely protected. You are divinely protected. It is January 1st, 2024. You could drive an Alfa Romero. You could possibly live in the Italy area. You could like surfing. Or you could be learning a new hobby, something with water sports in 2024. Or something major could be happening around water sports. I know definitely something about baseball, the boys club for sure. What will you have to say to the overall collective? Please and thank you, Spirit, for 2024. What will you have to say to the overall collective? Let me see. What will you have to say to the overall collective? For 2024. There's going to be a lot of talk about nuclear destruction in the airways, weapons of mental warfare in 2024. But listen, please don't buy into the fear. Something about a lot of these old temples and monuments are being destroyed. You could be doing a lot of biking. But it's something about going up a hill. Gardening again. I don't know what this ruin means, but we're gonna look it up. But these are like symbols. You could be into wearing colorful hair. You could like wearing purple hair. You could have dreads, or you could cut your hair really, really low. But definitely a lot of focus on meditating. This card was shown in reverse. This looks like someone helping another person up. But it was in reverse. I think I'm gonna pull one more. Why was it in reverse, Spirit? Okay, tell me. Why was this card in reverse? Okay, this is, I think I know what this one is. You could be 33 years old, very, just very voluptuous, baby. You real fine. Oh, this is about protection. So your body is protected. Your female counterparts are protected, and you can see she has like a heart covering her vajayjay. So your vajayjay, somebody see it as the heart, the center. You could be into what do they call that when they have those carnivals? Like you could be getting called to go into a carnival parade and dress up in theme attire like this in 2024. But clarify why this card was showing up here in the reverse. Your first, middle, or last initials could be with the letter M. And I know this one is about, this is about cluttering, but I'm about to read real quick, y'all, what this mean. You're going to be doing a lot of getting outdoors and stretching. So this is called Tiwaz. Let's see what Tiwaz. And you know what? We did see this card. I don't know why I don't have it out here, but so I'm going to read that. But this is... We did have this one out. But this is about being fluid, water. This says lagoons is the room card representing water. And water is a universal symbol for emotion, both positive and negative. If this card appears, you are being encouraged to release your emotions and let them flow to the surface. So in 2024, things that have been deeply buried, deeply ingrained, beneath your conscious and your subconscious, they're going to be coming up to the surface so you can address them. Tears can be very cleansing, and emotions should be acknowledged and openly expressed. So in 2024, the overall collective is going to be addressing their unhealthy issues when it comes to suppressing their tears, suppressing their emotions, having to be strong all the time. This card says, don't hold back. Allow yourself to feel and live your life to the full. This rune also shines light on the importance of being guided by your intuition. Here this is again, is because when you think of water, it's definitely about emotions. Water deals with abundance. Water deals with the relationship with the mother. Water is the divine mother. It is the moon. So there's going to be a lot of focus again back to the healing of the family unit, things being exposed, things being confessed and owned and and admitted. So what are your emotions trying to tell you? That's going to be a major focus on 2024. Another association with this card is the need for renewal. So it's definitely going to be major renewals taking place. You could be seeing turtles. You could like the color orange. But it says purple. Oh, this is good right here. Perhaps rigid ideas are holding you back. And that was something that Spirit had pointed out to me today when I was out in nature, about just how leaves in the wintertime, how they fall off the trees and they get, hard and rigid, and they wither away, they die away. And so, it's important for us to be very fluid like water, going with the current, not allowing these illusions, these spells, this deep sleep psychosis, these old energies to keep us in this illusion. So, we're going to be addressing the rigidness, those things that have been holding us back, that's been stifling our creativity. You're going to see more innovative ideas, things that haven't been done before. You're going to see more people stepping out in their individuality and not so much as following the crowd. But you're going to be releasing anything that it was stifling your creativity in 2024. And it's going to be a time for more open-mindedness and to let the past go and start anew. I'm telling y'all, that's deep, because I had put this card back in by mistake. But this is going to be about just really, 2024 is going to be about just letting go of the past and starting anew. So many of you guys could be going to rivers or lakes or seasides or ocean fronts. But this is going to help you also release any creative blocks. There's going to be a renewed energy of inspiration that's downloaded into the collective. And I know that may seem hard. And I'm hearing some spirits say that they're going to be telling them to fuck off. Okay. there's energies that's divinely protecting the collective to let go of the past to start anew. There's going to be an energetic field that protects the overall collective, and many of you guys again are going to be gardening, decluttering, moving, building, buying land. I know that may sound hard. A lot of people are going to be coming together, working together. Someone's name could be Burke. You could either live with this Burkana is what it says. You could live on a Berkeley Street, Berkeley Chase, Berkeley Place, or someone's name could be Berkeley, or you could have went to, I think it's a school called Berkeley University. T-Waz. But this card represents the sun and divinity. It's a key theme for this rune card is the sort of passionate leadership that takes into consideration the greater good. So you're going to have in 2024, whether they are taking their places in these higher up. Well, I'm going to clarify that before I say that. Let me finish reading this, but I'm going to clarify. I do feel like a lot of massive changes are going to be taking place in these higher up positions for those who were in these positions before. A lot of them are being removed. But this card says it may suggest the need for self-sacrifice, but if you can find the strength and self-discipline to work for the benefit of all rather than just yourself, you will reap rich rewards and the respect of others. So again, this goes back to me saying that the community, because if you look at him, you have someone in the lead, first, second, third place, right? But even though they are all going up the hill, it's like the road wasn't big enough for all three of them to ride together in the front. And somebody else was already moving a bit faster than the next person, but they all look like they're moving together collectively in unison, right? And again, you could like the color red, you could have blonde hair. You could be coming out with a sportswear line or some kind of sneakers that are good for grounding, shoes that are good for grounding, or things to just help the collective stay fit. But it's saying that this year, 2024, it may suggest a need for self-sacrifice, right? It may feel like that a bit. But if you can find the strength and self-discipline to work for the benefit of all in 2024, rather than just for yourself, just for you and yours, you will reap rich rewards and the respect of others, because the age of Aquarius is all about working together anyways. But there's victory indicated here, but only if you proceed with personal honesty and consideration for others. This is cold right here, Spirit. This is cold right here. But yes, so you need to be proactive, not reactive. So that means we're not responding, we're not reacting to every emotion, every negative image that comes up in our minds. We're becoming more aware of what is at the core of our mind. What are our thoughts? What is our energy focus on? But we're going to be finding the courage within to take whatever action is needed to achieve our goals in 2024. We're going to tap in and tune in to the courage from within to take whatever action is needed to achieve our goals. Again, that Cobra. What did that Cobra say earlier? You will have a profound connection to goddess energy. So expect an awakening and a heightening of your intuitive abilities that will serve you well when it comes to making decisions. Yeah, you're going to be making some powerful decisions. And it's going to take a lot of courage to accomplish your goals. It says, don't take this action for the sake of taking action. Don't take this action for the sake of taking action. Though, as this card is also warning against rashness, be cautious and open your mind to the opinion of others. Weigh up the pros and cons. Know that your strengths lie, and then move forward with justified confidence in your ability to be a committed and successful leader. So a lot of 2024 is going to be focused on leaders, but leaders who are cautious and open to the opinions of others. What I mean by that is not making a decision just out of selfish ambition, but more or less for the global community. When you talk about things on a collective level, you're going to find more people stepping out and finding ways to just help the overall collective come up in this higher frequency, in this higher vibration, because they're those who have been unleashing chaos on the collective because of their time being up. It is going to, just require us, those who feel called, to help raise up the overall community of the collective. You're going to be justified. You're going to be justified. And many of you guys are going to be very successful leaders. There are going to be successful new leaders that come out. And this next card here is Jera. And you could be of Indian descent. Someone could have the first, middle, or last initial in. And this card talks about the year of the harvest, baby. So this is going to be about successful leaders. I'm talking to you. You could be just a leader in your community, working for advocacy to help, the youth, empowering the youth. But there's going to be a strong seasonal associations with this card. This is the rune of the good harvest. You hear me? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit, for the good harvest for the overall collective. Listen. Focus, collective. Or the culmination of a year or a cycle of planting and growing that results in fruitful crops. So these endings and new beginnings. I don't know if you guys felt that today is January 1st, 2024. I don't know if y'all felt it, but today there was all kinds of upgrades in the overall collective, especially if you got out in nature. But I wanna see something really quick. A message that Spirit gave me earlier. I've been seeing ladybugs all over the place, but it says I'm cold, y'all. So all this planting that we're doing, of these uprooting of the old emotions, of toxic emotions, emotions that were buried, that we've been suppressing, things that were exhausting our energy, as we are replanting the proper seeds, as we're planting these new seeds. Get ready for fruitful crops. Your powers of clairvoyancy will increase to the point where you'll be seeing your helping spirits and angels more clearly. You could live in the Madagascar area. You could like the movie Madagascar. You could live in Africa. You could live in Africa. You could live in I can't think of it. It just came and flew. But the rest of this card says, in other words, this card suggests that there may have been many tough obstacles for you to overcome, but you are about to feel the peace that comes when success is hard-earned and justified. So collective spirit, I just love you. I just love you. Collective, it is January 1st, 2024, and the Gregorian calendar. It's 8:47 p.m. right now. Listen. In 2024, there may be some tough obstacles as the overall collective will have to overcome. But I want to just remind you, collective, that we have so much divine assistance backing us. So much angelic assistance, armies of angels, armies of angelic support, armies of ancestors, our ancestral line that's working for us on behalf of us for this moment, for this very hour. So it may be a bit tough, but you will overcome if you stay the course. Well, whatever you feel led, because I'm really starting to recognize that spirituality is an individual thing. So I'm not even making it about spirituality. I'm talking about these programs, these toxic programs that we've all on the overall collective have learned, and now we're having to unlearn. And there's just so much going on around us, and sometimes it may feel like everything have to collapse, fall apart, in order for us to start anew. But just know that we have divine assistance backing us. You're going to feel a sense of peace. And it's going to come in when success is hard earned. See, they're trying to make it. I don't even want to use that word, but this is more about you getting so in tune with what your images are in your mind, getting so in tune with how your energy flows within you. Is it chaotic? Is it antsy? Is it rushing? Is it busy? Is it still? Is it present? Because the goal of opposition is to keep the energy chaotic, to keep the collective in a sleep psychosis state of being. But as an awakened being, you've been chosen, you've been appointed, you've been listed, you've been initiated, you've been indoctrinated into the Hall of Fame of spiritual hierarchy. And it's coming in with fruitful crops. So keep planning. Some of you could like to wear Crocs. Your hard work, your patience, and discipline is going to be rewarded in 2024. You're going to get the opportunity to enjoy the rewards when you receive them. But don't relax too much. Don't relax too much in 2024. This is going to be a forward momentum. You're going to receive downloads of advised plans for you to plan ahead for the next 7 to 12 years. 2026, 2032, 2029, 2028. You could have a white cat. You could be coming up with a blueprint for how to build solar homes in the Africa area. Homes that are modern, but yet green, eco-friendly, if that's the word, Spirit. But you're going to be advised to plan ahead, to store up. And for those of you who feel as if you don't even have anything to store up, it is important for you to get in tune with what is going on, what is in your mental, what is blocking you, what is hindering you, so that you can tap into your abundance. Because if you're having a focus where you're continuously focusing on lack, you have to check your self-worth problem. How do you see yourself? How do you feel about yourself? Do you need certain things to feel good, or do you know that you are the star? You know that you are the it. You are the it factor. You have the it factor within you without these things. The seasons of the year have a relentless quality, and you need to prepare for the inevitably of another winter. Wow. So guys, even as there's going to be obstacles, there's going to be things that are going on, I want to admonish you to not get so caught up into the propaganda and what the media say. Tune in, get a vision, get a plan, get intentional for what it is that you want to manifest in your world. You are the director, you are the writer, you are the producer. You're going to be releasing a lot of this trauma from your energy, to where you're no longer going to be so tense with knots and pressure points all in your shoulders and in your neck, and you're just everything. You're so on edge. You're going to be releasing this energy and preparing. Even though the abundance is coming in, even though there are going to be more resources, you're going to be preparing also for whatever winters. Winters is when things die, when things end. But just mainly for when resources are scarce again. So when the abundance comes in for you, you're going to have to really tune into spirit and use, some discipline when it comes to your resources. But just remember, collective, that life is cycle. It's cycles. Cycles have been coming up in our readings. And that through these cycles, there's always good times. And that during the good times, it's important for us to build up our strength, learn our lessons from any hardships that we've overcome in the previous years, in the past, and to prepare for the future, for whatever it may bring. So in 2024, we're going to be preparing for whatever it may bring, but you also want to have a personal vision for what you're expecting. Let's read this next card here. 59 on the timer. Perth roll. I think too, the main thing is when you do see things show up, just not responding to it, collective. Just not responding to everything that shows up. I know as women we can be sometimes super emotional, but you're going to have to tame your emotions. You're going to have to watch what you're intaking. Some of you guys are going to have to detox IG from your you're going to have to detox the IG. You see that, IG? Some of y'all are going to have to detox. You could be in a same-sex connection. Your person could like to wear colorful hair, like pink and purple. Or you could just really definitely be needing to look into how to start your blogs. Some of you guys are definitely going to have greater opportunities when it comes to brands, when it comes to wigs, hair. If you're thinking of starting a channel or a blog when you're talking about for makeup or hair, I know there are a million bloggers out there, but just step out there. Do what you feel is true to your heart to do. Your voice needs to be heard, and you have a story. The Spirit is saying, don't forget about you. But why is that? I'm looking for this card. Hold on one second. You could have the first, middle, or last initial M. Okay. So this is a cup. This is a container. This is about the cup. This is about the container. This room suggests the revelations of secrets or hidden knowledge. So there's going to be a lot of secrets and hidden knowledge being exposed in 2024. In 2024, you could be receiving important information or learning something that sheds light on a situation that has frustrated or confused you for a very long time. In 2024, there's going to be some new information that sheds light on things that have frustrated and confused the collective for a very long time. There's going to be significant revelation of some kind. Most likely, the source of that revelation will be from the intuitive wisdom already within you. And that means you're going to possibly be just doing a lot of quiet time, getting out of nature, praying more. So you know there's going to be a lot of focus on meditating, taking time out, learning how to use your calm voice. But you're going to be listening to that calm voice that's on the inside of you that knows what is in your best interest, instead of all the voices outside, all the voices projecting so that you're confused about how to make decisions. You're going to be more tuned in to that intuitive wisdom from within. And in 2024, there is going to be, again, like I said, a lot of distractions. And the goal is to keep the collective distracted from what really matters by external or material forces. So there could be a lot of shaking up when it comes to the material and external matters. I believe in 2024, we're going to learn that external can never bring us fulfillment. And that the magic is within. The magic, the mystery, the excitement and knowledge that you need for a rewarding and successful life is within. Particularly, you know, when I woke up the other night and I was having a dream and I was just started crying and I was sharing with my daughter. I was like, you know, I'm concerned for the collective, but I know that that was my emotion speaking, because I know ultimately that the Most High, the Spirit of God, has us. We're not left alone. But I definitely really did see a lot of death. I've been seeing a lot of doves. So hug your loved ones. Hug your loved ones. Let them know they matter. So there's going to be a lot of distractions. And a lot of it is going to be centered around the material plane. EWAS. Let's see where this card is. This page is... So this is the ruin for that. You may want to make that symbol or learn about that symbol, but this is for the abundance. This arrow up is for leadership. Somebody about to be throwed. And this one is, about your cup. Your cup runneth over. You could live in high rises. You could live in a metropolitan area. You could be very, very eccentric. You could be practicing Buddhism or learning about it. So the EWAS is about travel. So this was in reverse though. So this card says travel or change of residence, as well as loyalty, trust, and teamwork are the dominant themes for this ruin card, which is associated with the horse or sacred animal in many ancient cultures. So with this card being in reverse, even though it doesn't matter because they don't have them in reverse, but this card is also about faith. It's also about movement. It's also about self-confidence. So there's going to be a lot of focus on, possibly, so with it being, it was in reverse, even though there is, they only focus on it in the upright, but I'm just thinking more deeper into it. You're going to really need to use discernment when it comes to travel, or there may be a cease in travel. There may be a cease when it comes to movement. When it comes to movement. And so even when you think of a horse, because it says horse and travel, in order for that horse to move, there has to be a bond that's developed between the rider and the horse, and that bond is based on faith. So a lot of your movement is going to be based on your faith and your love and trust. So it's so important in 2024 to keep these qualities. Keep these qualities for the key in your relationships and in your life. Okay? In 2024, faith, love, and trust. Trust yourself, faith in yourself, loving yourself. And as you do that, it's going to overflow out into the collective and be mirrored back to you. This card could also apply to a work situation or a project in your life that requires discipline, trust, and teamwork if there is to be any forward movement. So there may be a lot of, no movement when it comes to these old structures, these old ways of doing things when it came to work. But there is definitely going to be some discipline that is required when it comes to teamwork. If you're living in with loved ones or family members or a spouse, just however you're doing it, there's going to be a lot of teamwork that's required, and it's going to take discipline to deal with the tempers, the moods. But in 2024, if you want success, it's going to be important to dedicate yourself wholeheartedly. There's going to, that half-assing isn't going to work collective. No haphazard, no half-assing. You're going to have to put your whole heart into it. You can do it, put your back into it. You can do it, put your back into it. You see him going up there. He pulling them like, come on, let's go. We can do it. We got this. No upside down. Okay. But finally, the relationship on which this card could be turning the spotlight is the one you have with yourself. Okay, I said it. Trust yourself, have faith in yourself, love yourself. It says, do you trust yourself? I don't know what's going to say that. Do you trust yourself? Do you have absolute faith in yourself? This is what I'm talking about. This is what is going to be required. There are a lot of voices out here, but you really have to learn to trust your inner voice, your inner guidance. Do you have absolute faith in yourself? If you don't, this card is urging you in 2024 to focus all of your energy on faith and trusting in you, okay? But in 2024, you're being urged to focus your energy less on others if you haven't developed with trusting yourself. If you don't trust yourself, if you don't have faith in yourself, if you're still having a challenge in your love walk with yourself, then you're going to be in 2024 urged to take less energy, less focus on others, and more on believing in yourself and building up your own self-confidence. Now, it was in reverse. And again, you could have first, middle, or last initials J with the Jera card here. First, middle, or last initial T. First, middle, or last initials P. First, middle, or last initials W, and then we're going to check this out. And first, middle, or last initial B. Let's see. I think I'm going to come back with a part 2. I'm going to stop this on 13 on the timer. I'm going to read these 2 cards, and I'm going to come back with a part 2. You could like the color teal. You could have red hair or wear really big hair. And then another thing, what I've been picking up too, collective, so much is vying for your focus, for your attention. I feel so strongly like some of you guys are really fans of what is the girl? Lil Baby's baby mama, Jada, Sexy Red. And it was it's Nicki Minaj. Who else is it? But it's almost like I could see like some of you guys just really impressed with their lives, and I don't know, just like feeling as if, why did your life turn out like theirs, or how can you experience the life that they're living, or just question your self-worth based off of what you see, how their lifestyle is from what you see on social media. And I don't know, I just feel like You know, Spirit really wants you to focus on you and see your own self-worth. And so you really may have to go on a IG detox. Not may. You really should consider it. But this card is all about happiness, joy, and pleasure. In 2024, joy and the benefits of positivity is so important right now. This card, it tends to indicate happiness, success, harmony, and exciting new beginnings. Many of you who have been putting in the work, who have been sacrificing and experiencing a lot of struggles, you're moving into this happiness, this joy, this pleasure. Your name could be Joy. Your name could be Woo, J Woo. You could have the initials WP. But you're getting ready to move into, in 2024, exciting new beginnings. The joy can be inspired by either external events, fulfilling relationships, or unexpected but very welcome development. Some of you guys are going to be giving birth, if not to a new baby, possibly a new opportunity in work, a new business partnership, a new project that you're working on. Because I kept seeing rabbits, and I saw rabbits here earlier too. Some of you guys really definitely need to get you some rose water and do a cleansing. You may need to get a facial also. Learn how to do some facials at home. But the joy can be inspired by either external events or fulfilling relationships or an unexpected but very welcome development. It can also refer to a quiet inner joy derived from feelings of gratitude and peace. Either way, there are blissful associations with this card, or the potential for bliss if you stay optimistic and understand that true happiness comes from within. So in 2024, you're going to have to persist in remaining optimistic and understanding that true happiness comes from within. So you're going to see a lot of this emerging out of all this chaos. This card could also be urging you to become more aware of your state of mind. I spoke about that earlier. Because you're going to have to really be aware of the negative. Focusing on the negative will only attract the negative. So this is going to be a high focus. You're going to have to really, really be aware of what you're focusing on. And being more mindful if things aren't going your way, or you are encountering obstacles and setbacks. So if you encounter obstacles and setbacks or negativity, there may be contributing factors. So we know that they're going to be, doing their thing. That's why it's going to be so important for you, collective, to just get intentional about the life you want to experience, no matter what you're hearing on the outside. Get very intentional about what you want to experience, but focus with a positive attitude on whatever brings you joy is the way that you're going to have to move forward in 2024. And this is the last card, 119 on the timer. You could be seeing 119 Berkana. I don't know, sometimes I'll be saying I'm going to do a part 2. I feel like I want to do a part 2. I had all these cards out here. I don't like really making the videos too long, because I know sometimes a collective, they're like, that's just too long. But tea-wise, you could like to drink tea. Oh no, I read this one already. It's not it. I think this is next. Okay, yeah. This is, you could like birch beer, but this is about celebrating births, y'all, and new beginnings. This could be, I just said this, and this could be a new relationship or a project or a work project or just simply a new approach to life. So this is going to be happening in 2024. There's going to be new beginnings. I know that listen, if you've been tuning in, I know you got to feel it. I know you had to feel it today. Let me know if you did. Type that down in the chat. Leave me a comment down below if you felt any kind of surge of new energies for today with this new portal that we entered into on today, January 1st, 2024. Y'all know I don't normally even mention the dates too much no more because I'm just like, what is time, right? But this symbol is a birch tree, which is known for fertility and its ability to renew. So we're going to have a lot of fertility, a lot of ability to give birth to renew things, to not completely rid out, but change some of the old. So we're going to learn how to move through difficult times, because this card says if you're going through a difficult time, this card suggests that you have the strength to pull through and learn from the experience and grow, and that good times will return. So we've been through it. Overall, collective, we've been through it. But we're going to learn from these experiences in 2024. And if, in fact, you do, you're going to experience the good times when they return. And this is going to be associated with maternal and caregiving energy. I'm telling y'all, there's going to be a lot of healing around the maternal instincts, divine feminine, divine mother, just tuning in with the mother-like energy. Many of you guys are going to be getting better sleep in 2024. Healing methods around the sleep. But this card urges you to nurture any new beginnings or relationships because they are going to be positive for you. So in 2024, if you had a lot of challenges in the relationships sector, there's going to be nurturing energies for new beginnings in your relationships. And they're going to be positive for you collective, for you. And you possibly are going to be moving or getting rid of old projects, not old projects, but old items, taking some of your items, your old stuff. 1, 2, 3 on the timer. You could be seeing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. But you could be taking some of your old stuff and selling it, or donating, or giving time. But it says at the same time, this requires that you nurture and take care of yourself and make sure that your needs are met before caring for others. I just really believe with this self-love movement, many of us are really aware of that. You could be coming up with a very colorful sneaker line, or you could design shoes or something of that nature. But family is a strong theme for 2024. This card says family is a strong theme. But family is a strong theme for 2024. And you're just going to be really addressing issues with family members or friends who are like family with you. You're going to be receiving or offering much needed support or care. Or perhaps there is someone close to you that will be in need of support or loving care. So it's just good, Spirit. This is really, really good. Something big is going to be happening with these dictators, secret societies, something about the Russian government. Remember, 1 minute of anger weakens the immune system from 4 to 5 hours. 1 minute of anger, it weakens the immune system from 4 to 5 hours. 1 minute of laughter will boost the immune system for 24 hours. And couples who invest 10 minutes of laughter, 10 minutes together, it upgrades and it boosts their immune system for 24 hours. So just know how powerful your energy is. Divine feminine and divine masculine. One of the main focuses is you're going to be able to see others' auras in 2024, but you're going to recognize how judging is very limiting. Because you can only judge by seeing through your own limiting beliefs. You're only judging basically from your own perception. So don't judge auras in 2024 in a negative way. Don't judge another because, just for the simple reason that you're only able to see another's aura through your own perception. Many of you are going to be learning to outgrow your perceptions and concepts of God. For God changes not, only your ideas will change. In 2024, you will learn to outgrow your concept of God. For God changes not, only your ideas of spirit will change. Let's see what are some of the shadow aspects. I think I'm just going to have to come back with a part 2 because I know this reading is long, but it is for 2024. I'm trying. It's like I had so many cards over here. What are some of the shadow aspects for the overall collective that the overall collective may have to focus on for 2024? Please and thank you, Spirit. I'm going to take a 15-minute break and then come back with part 2. I'm thinking... you could be seeing lizards, codependency. Codependency, this wasn't a card. Codependency. Focusing on relationships to addiction, with addiction. In 2024, just relying on others' energies heavily to give you your own. The focus is really going to be learning how to focus on your own sense of self-worth, giving yourself more self-love. 2024, there's going to be a focus on these vengeful energies, finding a better way to heal anger. Wow, and I just mentioned about just how 1 minute of anger, how it weakens the immune system for 4 to 5 hours. 2024, we're going to be focusing on the negative emotions that come back full circle and how that energy we put out, how it goes. And wow, y'all ain't gonna believe this. Prejudice energies. Let me show y'all the cards. So vengeful, can y'all see that? Vengeful. And the first card was codependency. So we're going to be addressing codependency, vengefulness, and how it comes back. The negative emotion of getting revenge comes back full circle. All of that return to sender. And but anyways, I just want to say too, that's another thing that we're going to be really focusing on too, just knowing that, you know, when that stuff come up in the readings about people playing around in black magic and stuff of that nature, just realizing how we can't give it any energy, and how if we really don't believe in it, when we notice that the energies are being projected, addressing it and transmuting it and alchemizing that energy. But this prejudice energy, what if you were categorized into a group and given attributes that were false without truly knowing who you are? So the 2024, there's going to be a lot of focus on how we evolve and just prejudice and how it's hindering the overall collective, because we all are connected. There is really no separation, but this demanding like energy for 2024, these dictators. I said something, Spirit said something about dictators earlier. Wow, Spirit. These demanding like energies. These demanding like energies. We're 2024. We're going to be addressing this inferior attitude. 2024 is something that we're going to have to check. Anxiety and depression. These uncompromising energies. Oh, y'all, my body. I gotta take a little stretch. I gotta take a little 15-minute break. We're going to be focusing on about being fair and working in harmony with another person. Let me show y'all. Spirit is so amazing. Spirit is so amazing, y'all. We're gonna be focusing on addressing this quarrelsome, this arguing. Does this action fulfill an emotional need for you? You're going to be addressing this. Like, do you get high off of arguing? Are you addicted to the toxic? Are you addicted to it? Some of us are. We really are. Does it make you feel powerful? Is it a bad habit that needs to stop? Well, these are things that 2024, and that defensiveness. Hearing other people's perspectives and feelings. Shifting your focus to them is not always about you. So we're going to really just be learning how to deal with the overall global community when it comes to coming together. They look so cute. Oh, I've been seeing so many loving couples together. Oh my goodness. You could be moving to the beach or somewhere near water. I never really looked at the box like that. It's so beautiful. You have a really nice shape. Your hair is getting ready to grow tremendously. I said I was going to come back. Okay, y'all. I'm going to come back with a part 2 for 2024. Well, before I do that, let me just get a couple of cards. Because all the zodiacs is for the overall. I mean, a couple of the letters. I'm going to do more. I just want to see what comes out. I was seeing, now I'll be seeing some of the letters. I got so many of them. I gotta look for them. Somebody could be a nun. What is that? Oh, okay. First, middle, and last initial F. And when I start part 2, I'm gonna finish off with the rest of the letters. First, middle, and last initial, another FF. See it? Look, I'm all over there. That looks upside down. Upside down. The more you turn me inside out. S is in Sam. First, middle, and last initial. M. First, middle, and last initial. Can y'all see it? M. It look like a W, a W, a W. E. First, middle, and last. An H. First, middle, and last. A K, first, middle, or last. An M, first, middle, or last. G, 2 G's. Another G, let's see. And another another E. Let's see, something about me. Something about he. Something about she, me, and he. Okay. So the focus is going to be about men and women, okay, and the self. What is this? What is this word spell? We, the overall collective. Someone's name could be Kim, Kem. I don't know why, but Hefner is always coming up. Hugh Hefner. What is it? Sec. MSG. Gigi. Somebody named Gigi. You could really need to lay back on the MSG in 2024 or take it completely out of your diet. Something about gemstones. Something about a fuse. You may need to check on your fuses in your home or your car. Something about the Kellogg cereal brand. You may need to lay back off of it. Guiding light. Kush. Keith. Okay, I only took a little bit of letters out. I'm gonna do some more when I start part 2. Yeah, a lot of the focus too, because this other card is sticking out to me about boundaries and manipulative. So in 2024, there's going to be a lot of highlighting on letting go of the wanting to exert power over someone or a situation. So that manipulation, that control, those mind spells, those magic spells, people addressing the need to work on their self-esteem and their boundaries. I am the girl you can trust, tarot. I'm going to come back with a part 2. I'm going to pull more of the letters out. Someone could live in the North Carolina area. You could have first, middle, last initials TC. Unk. You could live in the UK. I don't know if y'all can see it. You could live in the UK. You could live in the Soho area. And I'm going to come back with a part 2, guys. I hope that you guys are able to get something out of this and to prepare for 2024. I'm going to come back with a part 2. I'm going to stretch a little bit and come back with a part 2. I love you guys. Thank you. Y'all excuse my ashy elbows and stuff. I love you guys.